On the jump. Hut, hut. Ready. Ready. Ready, break. Ready, ready. Ready, set. Set up. Go. Ready. Let's go now. Go. Set. Put. Come on. Set. Set, go. Here we go. Set. Hut, hut. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready. Set up. Set up. Ready, ready. Set. Ready.
It's Madden NFL 24. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Vikings and the Packers under the lights on Thursday night.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting... So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And it's second down. You look at this Packers defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Out is their quarterback with his offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. Gets around him. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. They're going to look to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. The Vikings at 5-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. They'll look to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things get... And now out comes Minnesota.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. In the 1 o'clock games, the one that catches the eye happens in Big D at AT&T Stadium, a tough test for the Cowboys as they get set to take on the visiting New York Giants. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well, one being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
The Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 58 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense...
He threw the touchdown pass on that last drive. His 20th on the year. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. He'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. But we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find counter
pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Van Ness getting free there to bring him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a two-possession deficit for them. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, hang on here, because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 60 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the toss, Madison. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here, remember. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught downfield by Addison. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now a throw here, hauled in. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
I didn't retain much as a former defensive back, but I do remember you don't tip the ball in the air. You either intercept it or knock it down. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Pains you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. The ball's tipped up, they come up and grab it and get a big play out of it.
Big play indeed. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National.
We all in this together. Use this loss as motivation. Come back even harder.